Aronia, also known as black chokeberry. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, and it's rarely called a men's superfood. But sometimes the most powerful foods work quietly. Men's health doesn't start with muscles, it starts with circulation. Blood flow supports strength, endurance, recovery, and focus. Aronia is rich in anthocyanins, those deep dark pigments found in the skin of the fruit. They are widely studied for supporting healthy blood vessels and normal oxidative balance. In simple terms, the system works with less resistance. Not a boost, but support. Modern life puts pressure on the male body. Work, training, mental stress, poor sleep. Over time, this creates fatigue and low-grade stress. Aronia contains polyphenols that support the body's natural antioxidant defenses. This helps the body recover more smoothly. Especially after 30, recovery matters as much as performance. Heart health rarely feels urgent, until it suddenly is. Aronia has been studied for supporting healthy blood pressure ranges and balanced cholesterol levels. Think of it as quiet maintenance, not dramatic, but important. Aronia is not a sweet fruit, and that's a strength. It doesn't spike energy, it supports balance. Stable energy means better focus, fewer crashes, and more consistency. For many men, that matters more than stimulation. Let's be clear, Aronia is not a hormone booster. It does not claim to raise testosterone. What it does provide is antioxidant support. Oxidative stress affects cellular health, including reproductive cells. Supporting balance supports long-term wellness. Training challenges the body. Recovery is where progress happens. Aronia supports antioxidant balance after physical stress, helping the body stay resilient over time. Aronia is not a snack fruit. It's tart, concentrated, powerful. That's why it's used as juice, powder, extract, or fermented drinks. Functional nutrition, not dessert. Aronia is not about quick fixes. It's about systems, circulation, recovery, balance, resilience. It fits a lifestyle built on consistency. We often look for strength in stimulation, but real strength comes from systems that last, and Aronia supports those systems, quietly, steadily, naturally. Here's something surprising. Aronia is native to North America. Long before supplements, long before wellness trends, this plant was already here. Indigenous communities used Aronia as a functional food, not for sweetness, but for strength and endurance. Aronia is almost black. That color is not cosmetic. It signals an extremely high concentration of plant compounds. The darker the fruit, the more protective pigments it usually contains. That's why Aronia stands out even among superfoods. Gram for gram, Aronia contains significantly more antioxidants than blueberries. That doesn't make blueberries bad. It simply means Aronia plays a different role. Blueberries are everyday food. Aronia is functional nutrition. There's a reason Aronia never became popular as a snack. It's extremely tart, astringent, drying on the tongue. That sensation comes from its polyphenols. In other words, it's intense because it's concentrated. Another surprise. Aronia is far more popular in Eastern Europe than in the United States. It's used in juices, functional drinks, and wellness products. In the US, it's still mostly ignored, which often means opportunity. Aronia is incredibly resilient. It tolerates cold, heat, poor soil. It grows with minimal care. A plant that survives stress often produces strong protective compounds. Nature rewards resilience. Aronia is not a lab trend. It wasn't engineered. It wasn't optimized for marketing. It simply existed. And modern science is now catching up to what traditional cultures already understood. So why now? Because wellness is changing. People are moving away from sugar and stimulation and toward function, balance, and longevity. That's where aronia fits. Aronia doesn't ask you to consume more. It asks you to be intentional. Small amounts used wisely. That's the future of functional nutrition. Sometimes the most powerful foods are not the most popular. They're the ones that were never designed to be convenient. They were designed to work. And aronia is one of them.